Welcome to Cold Brew Finance's end-of-month world currencies, stock markets and commodities deep dive for Wednesday, April 30th, 2025. Kicking things off, I'm Victoria Cashmore. Key world currencies showed broad weakness in the US dollar. The greenback recorded notable declines against major currencies, falling 4.5% against the euro and 2.8% against the British pound, with both reaching new yearly lows. In the 3-month timeframe, the US dollar showed significant weakness, with particularly sharp declines against the Swiss franc, down 9.2%, and the euro falling 8.3%. Annual return metrics highlight sustained pressure on the US dollar, with the most substantial decline against the Swiss franc at 10.2%, followed by a 9.3% drop versus the Japanese yen. Against other major currencies, the US dollar fell 3.5% versus the Canadian dollar and 2.6% against the Singapore dollar. However, it maintained relative stability against the Chinese yuan. 3-month performance metrics show the US dollar experiencing broad declines, with notable weakness of 4.8% against the Canadian dollar and 5.1% versus the New Zealand dollar. Looking at annual rates of return, the US dollar showed significant weakness, with the steepest declines against the Swiss franc and Singapore dollar, dropping 32.4% and 13.1% respectively on a 3-month annualized basis.
Looking at global stock market tracking ETFs, I'm Max Profit. Mexico leads with a 10.3% gain to 56.97, showing strong upward volatility. Philippines gained 7.6% to 26.89, while Belgium hit a new one-year high, up 6.1% to 21.11. Looking at 3-month returns, Spain leads with a 21.6% gain, followed by Mexico at 13.9%. Philippines shows strength with a 13.4% return, while Belgium maintains positive momentum with a 7.4% gain. Annualized returns show Spain delivering an impressive 121% 3-month ARR. Mexico follows with 69%, while Philippines posts 66%. Belgium maintains steady growth with a 34% 3-month ARR. Among underperforming markets, Turkey fell 6.1% to 30.67, hitting a new one-year low. China dropped 5.3% to 51.66, despite showing a strong positive trend. Taiwan also reached a new one-year low at 47.48. 3-month returns show Turkey down 16%, while Taiwan declined 8.1%. Despite recent weakness, China maintains a positive 3-month return of 4.5%, with Hong Kong showing similar resilience at 4.8%. Analyzing annualized returns, Turkey shows the steepest decline with a minus 51% 3-month ARR. Taiwan follows with minus 29%. Despite recent weakness, China maintains a positive 19.6% 3-month ARR.
Considering commodities, I'm Liquidity. Gold futures hit a new all-time high, closing at 3,319.10, up 196.70, marking its 4th consecutive monthly gain. Meanwhile, silver futures and copper futures both fell sharply, despite showing strong positive trends. The metals market shows divergent performance in returns. Gold leads with impressive gains across all time frames, particularly its 44% one-year return. Silver posted a more modest 23% annual return, while aluminum struggled with negative returns across all periods. Annual rates of return highlight gold's dominance, with an extraordinary 87% annualized return, over 3 months. Aluminum shows concerning weakness, with negative annual rates across all time frames, while silver presents mixed results. Energy futures face significant pressure. Brent crude and crude oil both hit new one-year lows, down 16.8% and 16.3% respectively. Natural gas experienced the largest decline, dropping 20.5%, while showing mixed positive trend signals. Looking at returns, natural gas stands out with a remarkable 67% one-year total return, despite recent volatility. Brent crude and crude oil both show negative returns across all time frames, reflecting persistent weakness. Annual rates paint a stark picture for energy futures. Natural gas maintains strength, with a 67% annual rate of return, while Brent and crude oil show concerning annual rates near -30%. In livestock futures, feeder cattle achieved a new all-time high at 292.57. Lean hogs surged 13.3% with strong upward volatility, while Class IIi milk recorded a new one-year low despite today's 6.2% gain. Feeder cattle shows consistent strength with positive returns across all time frames, notably a 19% 6-month return. Lean hogs demonstrates impressive 3-month gains of 16.5%, while Class IIi milk shows mixed performance. In livestock futures, live cattle and feeder cattle both show very strong positive trends, with feeder cattle hitting a new all-time high. Lean hogs surged 13.3% with strong upward volatility, while Class IIi milk rose 6.2% despite a strong negative trend. Grain futures showed mixed performance. Corn gained 4.7% while maintaining flat price movement. Wheat fell 3.5% with a very strong negative trend. Rough rice recorded a new one-year low with downward volatility. Soybeans advanced 1.8%. Looking at daily returns, wheat and rough rice show consistent weakness in their average daily returns across all time frames. Corn displays mixed results, while soybeans shows improving daily performance in recent months. Annual returns highlight corn's strong 6-month performance at 33.6%. Rough rice shows declining annual returns across all periods, with the steepest decline of -31.5% over 1 year. Wheat continues its downward trajectory. In soft commodities, coffee rose 5.4%, with a very strong positive trend. Cocoa surged 10.5%, while orange juice jumped 12.5% despite hitting a new one-year low. Sugar dropped 9% with a very strong negative trend. Daily returns show coffee maintains strong positive momentum, averaging 0.27% daily over the past year. Orange juice shows significant daily volatility, while sugar and cotton display consistent daily weakness. Annual returns highlight coffee's remarkable performance, up 85% over 1 year and 158% annualized over 6 months. Orange juice shows declining annual returns across all time frames, while cocoa displays mixed results.
And with that, we conclude another end-of-month World Currency, Markets and Commodities episode. I'm Victoria Cashmore, along with my AI co-hosts Max Profit and Liquidity. Thanks for watching. Look for daily wrap-ups every day just after 5 p.m. New York time. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. Cold Brew. Finance is an experimental project with market reports written, narrated, and delivered totally by AI, with market data kindly provided by financialmodelingprep.com. Always seek professional financial advice before making any investment decisions. Check into the channel daily for coverage of stocks, crypto, currency, and commodities. Thanks for watching.